if you're new here, hi, don't forget to click on that subscribe button so you guys could join my YouTube family. Also, don't forget to like this video, follow me on my social medias, and let's get started with today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my labor and delivery story. If you guys have not seen my labor and delivery vlog, go ahead and check that video out after you're done with this video. So yes, let's get started with all the details on my labor. So on November 12th, it was just a regular day. My boyfriend was actually at work, so it was just me and my son. So we started our day like usual. We wake up, we pick up the room, we eat breakfast. So that day I had promised him I was going to take him to this jumping jamming place in Westco. So it's just like a playground full of like slides and jumpers. So we went there, and then right there we're just playing. We were there for a good while, maybe like 2 hours. And I actually went down on this one slide with him because he really wanted me to go down with him. But I wasn't expecting for the slide to be like really fast, but it was pretty fast. But after when we were done with the slide, like I felt fine. Nothing hurt or anything like that. So we decided to go home because we were already there for a long time and we were getting hungry. So we decided to go home, and then once we got home, we ate. I took a little nap and he was just watching TV. And then once I woke up, I felt like my underwear really wet, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I did not just pee myself. So when I was in the restroom, I FaceTimed my mom and I had asked her, Mom, is it possible for like your water to break like slowly? Like, because when they told me that my water is gonna break, like I was expecting for like a big puddle of water to come out, but no, it was just like a little bit. So my mom told me, yes, that's what happened when I was going into labor with you. I just had a little bit of water come out. So she's like, go ahead and go to the doctor. Go ahead and go to the hospital to get checked out because it's better to be safe than sorry. So that's when I called my boyfriend and I let him know. And then he's like, are you sure you want to go? And I was like, yeah, let's go. So before heading out to the hospital, I had called my doctor and I told him that I think my water broke, if I should go to the hospital to get checked out or if I should just wait for my appointment because I had one the day after the 12th. So I had to go back the 13th for my doctor's appointment. And then he's like, no, go ahead and go get checked because you are 4 weeks. So just go to the hospital right away. And I was like, okay. So I got my stuff and we headed to the hospital. And my boyfriend went to go drop off my son at my mother-in-law's house. And I was just waiting at the hospital. It was a super busy work day for them. The nurses told me they didn't have any room, so I was waiting like a couple hours. I was waiting for a room to get checked. But after when I got checked, she told me, she's like, I'm gonna do this test on you. It's like a long Q-tip. If the Q-tip turns blue, that means your water did break. It is kind of painful, she said, but just try to relax. And I was like, okay. So when she did the test, the Q-tip came out, and then she's like, so yes, your water did break, so you're gonna have to stay here. She was like, let me check how far dilated you are. So she checked and I was 2 centimeters dilated. So that's when she's like, okay, let me get all the paperwork ready so you could get admitted. And that was around 9 p.m. I had called my boyfriend and I told him that. I was like, babe, so my water did break and I am 2 centimeters dilated. So that's when he's like, oh, okay, I'll head over there right now. You need anything? And I was like, no. So I kind of had a feeling that I was going to be going into labor on the 12th because of this like post that I saw on the internet about the full moon, that it has an effect on pregnant ladies if you're like full term. And then the hospital was packed, so I'm pretty sure it was a full moon doing it to work. So yeah, I got admitted at 9 p.m. I had to share a room with another lady because they didn't have any more rooms, and I was waiting for my labor and delivery room to be available. So we just stayed there, and around 3 a.m. She finally moved us to the labor and delivery room, and then she got my boyfriend a bed because she felt bad for him because he was kind of like putting his head down on my bed and falling asleep. So she got him a bed, so she was really nice. And then when she moved us to the room, she checked how far it was dilated, and now we're still 2 to 3 centimeters dilated. So the doctor's orders was to give me till 4 a.m. to go into labor by myself. I mean, like, to dilate faster by myself, and if not, they were gonna help me out with the medication. So she did start the medication, but they had to turn it off because baby girl and me, we weren't reacting good to it. Like, her heartbeat was dropping and they didn't know why, and then my blood pressure was low as well. So they had stopped it and they just let me and baby girl get stable again. So it was I was in labor for, I feel like I was in labor for a long time. And then after they cut the medication, I was just well, relaxing, but they were waiting for me just to dilate by myself. I did end up getting the epidural because I knew I was gonna need it because I was feeling in pain already. And then the nurse that I had, her shift ended, so I had a new nurse, and she was very helpful. She checked me again, and I was still the same. So they helped me out with a different type of like medication. It was like a tube that they put up your vagina to help you contract. So she did that, and I didn't feel like, I didn't feel like it hurt because I was numb, but I did feel like the pressure. But she was very nice. She would like help me, put me like in different positions so I could open up faster. Like, she would sit me up all the way, and then she would fold my legs like kind of like crisscross, and then she put like a peanut ball in the middle, so it could help open up. And then she would leave me there for like maybe like a couple hours, and then after that she laid me down on my side, and she put the peanut ball also in the middle, and then she was trying to relax. She had checked me, and I was 5 centimeters right there. And a couple minutes later, whoops, sorry, the kids are sleeping. And a couple minutes later, my boyfriend and mother-in-law, they went to go eat because they were starving. So I was like, yeah, go ahead and go get food. Yeah. So they went to go get food, and then they got back just on time because I called the nurse, and I told her, I was like, I feel like I need to poop. So she checked me, and I was 10 centimeters dilated, and she was like, oh my god, let me go get the doctor, you are 10 centimeters open. And I was so happy because they told me if I wasn't gonna progress in dilating, I was gonna get a C-section. So I was very scared because I did not want a C-section because it is harder to recover. So I was just praying that I didn't have a C-section. And that day, like, I was like very emotional. Like, my family would call me on the phone, and like I felt my voice like shaking, like I wanted to cry. Like, I did cry when my mom called me because I missed her, and I wanted her to be there with me because, you know, giving birth is something hard, like just the pushing, and like you don't want to feel alone. Like, even though I had my mother-in-law, my boyfriend there, like I still wanted my mom there, but she's all the way in Texas and I'm in California. But she was crying on the phone too. She was like, I'm sorry, baby, like I want to be there with you too, you know. And I was just getting so emotional. Even my boyfriend told me that I was getting emotional when I was pushing. I was already crying because I was like, I can't do this. And then he's like, don't start thinking negative, like the baby's almost here. And I was just super exhausted. So once it was time to push, I was pushing for a while, and the doctor told me, like, do you want me to help you out with the baby and like get her out with the vacuum? And I was like, yeah, please. So she's like, but you still have to keep pushing. And I was okay. So I pushed, and she did help me take her out, And I asked my boyfriend, how does a vacuum look like? And then he told me that it just looked like one of those things that when your toilet is clogged. So that's what it looked like, but it was tinier. And once once baby girl was out, I felt way better. Like, she was so grumpy, she was crying a lot. But yeah, I felt like this baby, it was harder than my first. And honestly, like, it made me realize that I'm only gonna have these two. I don't want to go through that anymore. So I think we'll be having only these two kids. But I don't know, we'll see in the future if our minds change. But yeah, guys, this was my labor and delivery story. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comments below. I know I haven't been uploading because I've been kind of busy since I am breastfeeding only. I haven't given her any formulas, so I'm kind of busy with two kids. But I'm going to be trying to upload more and more since December is already here. I wanted to try to do Vlogmas, but I don't think I'll be able to vlog like every day because my life is not very interesting. But maybe I'll do like 12 days or something like that. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video and give me a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.